Yes, I am observing Lent. I'm giving up haggis for Lent. I want to thank all of our sponsors tonight. They've all been chronicled before you tonight. All the good people that have brought their money and their influence to this event. I want to thank some other folks, the committee chairs who worked on this event. Very briefly, David Fletcher and Lori Wolf for the tribute screens, David Dinwiddie Johnson, Dewey McCabe, all those great silent auction things that are over there tonight. The person who may be the most organized person I've ever met, Shannon Gill, thank you. Also Crystal Wilson, who were the responsibility for sponsorships tonight. And for these beautiful flowers, Kathleen Gillum, who did a wonderful job with the decorations tonight. Also, I want to thank Amy Giglio. Amy is, I don't think she's here right now, but something is about to happen in a little bit. She and a cadre of Greater Columbus Chamber of Commerce young professionals have taken the Fire and Ice after party and really grabbed it and taken it by the horns. And when those doors open over there in just a few minutes, you're going to see this party is going to be kicked up another big old notch. And I want to thank Amy and her great team for doing that. I want to thank Mary Pat King, last year's honoree, and there's a bunch of other honorees. Mary Pat, would you stand, and all the former honorees, would you please stand and let us recognize you? You know, when they asked me to do this, I had a couple of requirements. And one of those requirements was that Debbie Seeley be the chairman of this event. Debbie, would you come up for a moment, please? How are you, Debbie? Is she coming? She is a tour de force, buddy, I'm telling you. Got a couple of other introductions. Please hold your applause until I'm finished. It won't take but a second. But I'm very happy to have my family here. My mom, Ann, my dad, John Venable, please stand.
No, we can't hold.
I have my wonderful mother, our 4 handsome and very single sons. Some great my brother Derek and his Jill, please stand. And my Jill, my business partner. The wind beneath my wings, my way better half, Jill Tinker. In addition to all these great family members, Jill and I, we've got people from all the chapters of our life here tonight. I've got people from my own neighborhood, out by the Columbus Airport, where my parents still live on Red David Road. We've got dear friends of Jill's and now friends of mine from Eufaula and from Columbia, South Carolina. Friends, our newspaper friends we've got them here from Florida, Tennessee, and North Carolina, the people that we've shared our careers with. And all the people in this room who are our friends as magazine publishers in the Chattahoochee Valley. I want to thank you for you being here tonight and making this such a wonderful, special evening for us. I was sitting at my rotary table a few weeks ago, and my friend Judge John Allen came up. I was already seated, and he leaned over and kind of put his hand on my shoulder. And he said, Mike, how are you doing? And I'm thinking, that is just so nice. I looked up at John and I said, John, you know, I'm doing great. He said, because you are the fattest sick man I have ever seen. You know, you take them however you can. Tonight I'm borrowing very loosely from a recent speech given to the Diocesan Convention of the Episcopal Diocese of Alabama by Bishop Suffragan Key Sloan. You know, tonight we've heard from a medical oncologist, Dr. Andrew Pippis. We've heard from my friend Marquette McKnight. And we've heard from John Drew, the voice of God. You know, but at this point, nobody really knows what the honoree is going to have to say. The folks at the American Cancer Society, the local office, they gave me a script for tonight. I've chosen not to use it. And I informed them that I was going to not use their script at a meeting on Tuesday of this week. You know, it included things about pap smears, breast exams, and as I analyzed my equipment, I realized surely this must have been left over from last year when we were back. So I had it down. So I decided not to use it. The other thing is that I haven't shared my remarks tonight with any of the folks in the ACS office, or anyone else really, until right this moment. Jill is especially nervous about this. You know, if you're a regular reader of my Voice of the Valley blog, you're probably thinking, what is he going to say now? Well, how exciting, how frightening. And at this point, I am just now at the end of my second paragraph, and we're all still wondering. Here we are, you and I, connected by optimism that I'm going to have something good to say. How exciting. How frightening. You know, it isn't necessarily frightening and exciting to have hope and to have faith. Fear is paralyzing. The fear of cancer is paralyzing. You know, but people seem to choose their way around their fear to faith. They simply choose hope. How very odd for the good folks at the American Cancer Society to have chosen me. They chose me in spite of all my shortcomings and my faults. Surely they could have chosen a safer person to do this. And how odd that we choose you tonight. For you and me to be here in this place with the daunting responsibility to raise funds for American Cancer's research, American Cancer Society's research. And yet we have been chosen. How exciting. How frightening. You know, we're all not perfect, but we, all of us, are enough. This moment sizzles with the potential to be something wonderful. Will we live in fear, or will we live in faith? I am placing my hope tonight that this single ball on this single perfect night is not the last of this chosen group's philanthropy. There are people out there right now who need us, and I encourage you to keep on giving. Now let's get on with this party.
My name is